Here comes Stanley.
Okay.
Okay, guys, listen now, because we didn't have class on Tuesday, we have to do a lot of stuff today. Okay?
This module and what?
Module, DR, pencil, eraser, highlighter.
Okay.
Okay? Let me send a message to Irene. I need to tell her something, and we're going to start class very soon. Okay, let me put something into the line group right now. I'm going to put into the line group a lesson plan. The lesson plan for today is a little bit wrong. It has material for Tuesday and Thursday, but we had no class on Tuesday because of vaccinations. So today's class, we are going to do the material for Tuesday and the material for Thursday. That also means that your homework will change a little bit. I need you to pay attention and listen to this now, okay? I'll try to put a note about it in the line group later, but I want you to listen to it now, okay? So, just a moment, let me let Audrey in. Okay, class, because we had no class on Tuesday, today we're going to do lesson 23, page 1 and page 3. We're going to start with page 3 because that's our phonics page. We usually do that page first. Okay, let me open the module and I will show it to you now. Also, because we have to do 2 times the work today, I'm not going to ask you to read or talk so much, but I'm going to read for you. I'm going to do some of the reading for you that I would normally ask you to do, and I want you guys to just listen and pay attention, okay? So that way we can go through our material a little bit faster today. So it will be kind of an easy class for you in the fact that you're just going to listen. You don't have to do so much talking today. But I do need you to really listen and pay attention because we're going to move kind of quickly, okay? And also, please do ask me if you have a question. Keep your microphone off unless I ask you to speak or unless you have a question for me. Do not use the little raise your hand picture unless you actually have a question. Ray, I see you have the picture up. Do you have a question, Ray? Hello, Ray? Ray, I want you to do this for me, Ray. Put your camera down so I can see your face, Ray, or sit up in your chair. And don't use the little raise hand unless you actually have a question, okay? It makes our class a little slower. Lynn, do you have a question?
No.
Okay, Lynn, if you don't have a question, don't push the raise hand, okay? Hey, everybody, don't use the raise hand on the computer unless you have a question. That's only for asking a question, okay? When I start to share my screen, I can't always see your camera. So in that case, you need to use the little picture that has the hand for raising your hand, okay? And because it gets noisy, I want you to keep your microphone off unless I ask you to speak, okay? Or unless you have a question. All right, Skylar's coming into the class now. We'll get started in just a moment. I think that's everybody. Let me just check my list of names. Hope you guys are doing well. Guys, I'm sure that you heard, I got some bad news that next week our classes are online again. Audrey, can you hear me? Audrey, give me the thumbs up if you can hear me. Let's try a couple other people. Stanley, can you hear me? If you can hear me nicely, give me a thumbs up, okay? Can you hear me? All right, many students can hear me. Audrey, I know you're having some problem, but I think the problem is on your side, not on my side. Okay, sorry about that. All right, guys, we're going to get started. I'm going to start with page 3 in your English module. You can take it out now and have your pencil and eraser ready to go, okay? In this page 3, we're talking about the short sound of okay? There's two. This is the sound that we have when we have oo. And actually, it's two sounds. One is a long sound, like in the word room, it sounds like ooh. And the other one is a short sound, like in the word book, it sounds like So it's and ooh. Today we're not going to do ooh, we're going to do That's called the short sound of the vowel digraph oo. In the top, we have a sentence. I want you to read it after me, but you don't need to turn your microphone on, but read after me. The crook took my good book. The cook took my good book. The crook took my good book. So there are 4 words here with the sound Let's go ahead and highlight them now. Okay? We have crook, took, good, and book. The sound is Okay? And we have some other words here with the same sound. Please read them after me. Look, book, shook, hook, brook,
Hook. Brook. Took.
foot,
Foot.
good,
Good.
wood,
Wood.
hood,
Wood.
crook,
Crook.
hoof.
Hoof.
Okay, so I'm going to read through the sentences and I'm going to talk about them a little bit. As I read, what I want you to do is I want you to write the answers if you think you know what they are. I'm going to give you some more time after the break and at the break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the answers. Maybe we'll talk about them before we go to break, okay? Let me make this a little smaller. Class, will you please take out your vocabulary notebook? Your vocabulary notebook can help you to figure out the answers to these, okay? I'm going to go through them. Actually, I'll go through them 2 times. The first time, I'm going to read and talk about them. The second time, we're going to go through the answers, and then we're going to go on to page 1. I want to finish page 3 and page 1 before the break, because after the break, I want us to do the DR. Okay? Okay.
Swimming in the brook. Shake
Just a moment, guys.
the boat can swim.
Okay. Fish swim in the one of these places is a place with water. Place with water that fish can swim. It means like a small river. Don't say the answers now. I want everybody to think about the answers and write them down, but don't say them out loud, please. The something took my switch. If somebody takes something from you and they don't ask you, they are a thief. And this word is another word for thief. Okay? We call a horse's foot a something. This is the name of a foot for some kinds of animals, like a horse or a cow. Okay? We hands quickly. If I meet somebody for the first time, I will do this with their hand. That's this word. It's the past tense for the word shake. It's the past tense for shake. Can I, at your picture, this is something that I can do with my eyes. It's like see or watch, but it's another way to say see or watch. That boy, my eraser. That boy did something to my eraser. This is the past tense for take right here. That boy my eraser. This is I like to read it every day. There's only one thing in there that you can read. I think you know what that is. It has many pages. We're looking at one right now online. And we're going to look at one after the break as well. Your decodable reader is one of these. It's not good to wear a inside the school. This is something that can go on your head. It's kind of like a hat, but it's connected to the clothes. I also know there's a story about a girl that wears one of these, and there's a wolf that tries to eat the little girl. And I think the wolf eats her grandmother or hides her grandmother. It's Little Red Riding something. Ouch, I hurt my. This is the thing that I put inside of my shoe. It has my toes on it. I use it to walk. We use a to catch the fish. Something that will catch the fish in the mouth and help you to pull it out of the water. This boat can float because it is made of something that comes from trees. Okay, let me give you one more minute to finish writing your answers and then we will check them together. Okay, 1 minute right now. Finish any answers that you're not sure. If you're not sure, I want you to make your best guess and have your eraser ready so you can change something if anything is wrong. Class, please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. If my voice is loud and clear and you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you guys. I'm sorry, Audrey is having some problems. Sorry, Audrey. Sorry. I think it's a problem with your end. Okay, guys, let me talk about the answers and then we're going to go to page 1 and take a break after that, okay? All right. I'm sure this was very easy for you guys. Some easy words here. Just a moment. Okay. Here we go. All right. Fish swim in the brook. This is brook. It's like a small river or a stream. Brook. The crook took my switch. A crook is a thief, somebody who takes something without asking. A robber, a crook, a thief. We call a horse's foot a hoof. One hoof, many hooves. If we make this word plural, we're going to change the F to VE and add S. So one hoof, HOOF, many hooves, HOOVES. Okay, it's getting a little hot in here. Let me open my window and let's talk about the next one. We shook hands quickly. Shaking hands is something you do with somebody when you meet them for the first time. Hello, Stanley. My name is Mr. Suter. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? And we will shake hands. This is the past tense. It has the sound. It's shook. Can I look at your pictures? I do it with my eyes. That boy took my eraser. He didn't ask me, he just took it off of my desk. Took is the past tense for take, and took is an irregular past tense noun. Okay, this is my book. I like to read it every day. Book, B-O-O-K. I know you guys like to read many books. You do have DR reading homework today. Your DR reading homework is 2 stories today because we had no class on Tuesday. It's not good to wear a hood inside the school. A hood is a covering for your head. It's attached to your clothes, like Little Red Riding Hood. Again, it's not hood, it's hood. Hood. Little Red Riding Hood. Ouch, I hurt my foot. Hurt my foot. I stepped on a rock and hurt my foot. We will use a hook to catch the fish. Fishing hook. This boat can float because it is made of wood, which comes from trees and floats in the water. Wood. Okay, this is W-O-O-D, the wood, not W-O-U-L-D. That's a different spelling and a different meaning. Would you give me a piece of wood, please? It sounds almost the same, but the spelling is different and the meaning is definitely different. Okay, 1:45 is our break, so we're going to move quickly here. If you didn't finish any of these answers, make sure you finish them at the break time. Read the sentences again. Draw pictures for 3. Don't draw 3 pictures of the words. Draw 3 pictures of the sentences, please. The sentences. Okay? I'm going to take a quick photo of this page and put it in the line group in case somebody needs to look at it later. So give me just a moment to do this with my phone. And then we're going to go to page 1. And then I'll give you guys a little bit of a break. Okay? Just a moment here. Let me get my line up. And let's see. Okay. That's right. Okay. Take a picture. Okay, I send that to the line group for you in case you need to take a look again later. It will also be on the video that I will upload to YouTube after the break. Now, my friends, page 3 at the bottom, that's homework for you. Do that at the break time or do it after class. Draw pictures of 3 of these sentences using the words. Let's go up to page 1. Let's take a quick look at page 1. Page 1, we have some vocabulary at the top. We're going to read that together. Just read it after me. You don't need to turn your microphone on. In fact, I think all microphones are off. That's okay. Here we go. Again. Boy. Nothing. Father. Along. Together. Began. House. I want you to make some notes about these words. You can just write them in your book. Write the same thing that I write. We'll take some quick notes. Again. You know what again means. Do it one more. Do it one more time. Boy, that's an easy word. Nothing is the opposite of something. Father, that's the same as daddy. Along, we can use this in many different ways. Here it is right here. We can ask if we can go along with them. Go along with them is the same as go with them. Together, you guys know this word. Do things with another person, you do them together. Began is past tense. Let's write the present tense for this word. Today I begin. Yesterday I began. So begin. Please write begin. And your house is a place where you live, of course. Maybe you live in a house. Maybe you live in an apartment like me. Okay, my friends, let's do a little reading. I'm going to read it to you. You just need to follow along for me. That's, too small. Just follow along. That's all you need to do right now. It's pretty easy. And you can highlight. Make sure you take the notes at the top of the page. Think about the answers to these questions as we read. What does the new boy in class like to do? Does your father like to play badminton? Question 1 comes from the reading. Question 2 comes from your own brain, your own life, and your own experience. We'll talk about the answers after the break. Okay. Sorry, I want to get this just to the right size. And there it is. Perfect. Okay. Nothing to do. I'm so bored. There is nothing to do. We need to get out of the house. Maybe you guys are feeling this way because you've been in the house a lot with this online teaching. Maybe you're feeling bored, like you need to get out. Where can we go? What can we do? The new boy in our class said he and his father like to play badminton. You guys know badminton, of course. There's badminton racket. There's a badminton birdie. It's called a birdie. And you play that game with a net. That's right. They play every Saturday. We can ask if we can go along with them. He began playing badminton when he was young. Good, then he can teach us how to play. If we have fun, we could play together again next weekend. Okay, do you guys ever play badminton? I'll bet some of you do. It's a pretty fun game. A lot of people in Taiwan like to play badminton. Let me just check and see if I got all the words here. I found boy, nothing a few times. Father, yes. Along, there it is. Together, okay. Began. Where is the began? There it is, right there. Okay. So please make sure you highlight these words. Let's take a look at our questions again. What does the new boy in the class like to do? Of course, he likes to play badminton. And we can we can see our answer right here. The boy in our class said he and his father like to play badminton. Let me highlight that for us. Okay. You're going to use this sentence to write your answer, but you need to change a few things, right? Instead of saying the boy in our class, you can say he likes to he likes to play badminton. Does your father like to play badminton? Very easy. You can write a short answer here. I want you to write the short answers, not the very short, not yes or no, but yes, he does or no, he doesn't. If you have a reason why the answer is yes or no, you can write because, and give me the reason. So for example, yes, he does because blah, 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 or no, he doesn't because blah, blah, blah. Okay? Make sure you put a comma after yes or no. All right, I saw a person raising their hand. His name was Chow. Chow, what is your question? Oh, sorry, your microphone is off. Let me turn it back on for you. There it is. Just a moment, please. Unmute all. Chow, do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Anybody have a question? Okay, well, I need to give you guys a break. It's 1:46. We're 1 minute over our time. So I want to give you a break. Please come back to the class at 2:10. When you are taking your break, I want you to finish page 3 and finish page 1. Your homework is to write 8 sentences. Okay, the other class had to write 16 sentences. You just have to write 8. That means you need to choose 4 words from page 3 and 4 words from page 1. Okay, be happy because the other class had to do 8 words from page 3 and 8 words from page 1. So you only have to do half of the homework. So 4 words page 3, 4 words page 1, writing nice long sentences. but you also have to read 2 DR stories tonight for your homework, okay? Again, at the break time, finish page 3, the pictures at the bottom. Make sure you have all your answers written, and finish page 1, writing complete sentences for question 1 and 2. After the break, we will talk about the answers, and then we will do our DR. Okay, guys, thank you for your nice listening. Sorry it's mostly me talking today because of our extra work that we have to do today. All right, I'll see you guys at 2:10. 2:10. Don't be late, okay? Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.